There's a date with danger in half an hour on BBC One when a veteran American liner runs into trouble during the last voyage. That's after tonight's pop quiz introduced by Mike Reed.
Hello, and tonight's skippers are Bev Bevan and Robert Plant. Firstly to Robert's team from Bananarama, Sarah. And on the other end, a man who's been here before, ex-Squeeze man, Glenn Tilbrook. And their skipper come back for a third try, Robert Plant. They're playing Bev Bevan's team, who are Andy Mackay from Roxy Music, Dave Garn from Depeche Mode, and another man who's seen fit to come back again, Bev Bevan from ELO. Right, an individual round, first of all, to do with guest appearances on other people's records. I'm going to play each a track, and I'd like to know who the guest artist is on the record concerned. Andy, you're first. Here comes your track. Was, of course, Derek and the Dominoes and Layla.
And Dwayne Allman.
Dwayne Allman, yes, was guest guitarist on there. 2 points. Sarah, over to you. Some Bob Dylan. What I'd like to know is who is his lady friend on? 2 points if you can tell me who it was singing with Bob Dylan. Guess? No?
Scarlett O'Hara.
Scarlett O'Hara. Don't you listen to that wicked Robert Plant. He'll lead you astray.
I said something totally different.
You have to learn to cheat much better than that. It was Emmylou Harris, in fact. So nothing there. Bev, next one for you. Here's Mellow Yellow by Donovan. What I want to know is who his guest is on this record. Donovan's Mellow Yellow. I believe he actually guested on guitar, on bass guitar. So they say, so legend has it.
Well, would it be Paul McCartney?
It is Paul McCartney, yes. Wow. 2 points there. Robert, for you, the Plastic Ono Band.
Did you know that?
What?
It's a bass guitar clue.
Robert, Blue Suede Shoes coming up for you by the Plastic Ono Band. I can see you eager to join in there. The unmistakable voice of Lennon, Blue Suede Shoes, Plastic Ono Band. Who was guest guitarist on that?
Eric Clapton?
Eric Clapton, yes, very good. Dave, for you, The Man Who Sold the World by Lulu.
Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
Who was her male guest on that?
David Bowie?
David Bowie, 2 points. Glenn, for you, a song allegedly written about film star Warren Beatty. Here's Carly Simon and You're So Vain. Any idea?
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger, yes, singing on there with Carly Simon. Well done. So at the end of round 1, Robert Plant's team 4, Bev Bevan's team 6. OK, Robert, team question for you. You can confer on this. While we listen to the Rolling Stones, you've just heard Mick Jagger just now. Can you list as many Rolling Stones #1s as you can? Rolling Stones and Gimme Shelter. 5 points for 5 of their #1s.
We haven't done very well.
Haven't you?
Satisfaction.
That's 1.
Honky Tonk Woman.
2 points.
Not Fade Away.
2 points.
Brown Sugar.
2 points.
Street Fighting Man.
Still 2 points.
Little Red 2 points.
3 points. Little Red Rooster, yeah, 3
As
points.
tears go by?
Now you're guessing now. 3 points out of 5. It's all over now, Little Red Rooster. The last time, of course. Satisfaction, Get Off My Cloud, Paint It Black, Jumping Jack Flash, or Honky Tonk Women. Bevan's team, for you, some Eddie Cochran. Eddie Cochran's Teenage Heaven. What was the only number 1 he had in this country?
It was 3 Steps to Heaven.
2 points for that. What was his first British hit single, which also turned out to be his last when it was reissued?
Summertime Blues.
2 points. And for another point, a group covered his Come On Everybody and had a hit with it. Who were they? In 79. Somebody covered Come On Everybody, big hit, 1 point.
Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols, yes, 1 point. 5 points in all. At the end of round 2, Robert Plant's team 7, Bevan's team 11. Right, round coming up for both teams, so grab your pencils. We've compiled 10 songs on the theme of blues. Not your, well, I woke up this morning, not that. It's actual blue in the title. Okay, 10 songs, all with blue or blues in the title. Bev, how did you do?
We have Beach Boys.
I'll tell you afterwards if
All
you're right, okay.
Beach Boys, Neil Diamond, Cliff Richard, Mike Oldfield, Joan Baez, Linda Ronstadt, Gene Vincent, Blondie, Sex Pistols, and Shadows.
Okay, tell you how you've done in a moment. Robert.
Beach Boys, Neil Diamond. Nothing for number 3. Mike Oldfield, Joan Baez, Linda Ronstadt, Gene Vincent, Blondie, The Who, and Jeff Beck.
Right, I can tell you, you have 9 and Bev's team has 8. And they were the Beach Boys' Bluebirds Over the Mountain, Neil Diamond's Song Sung Blue. The third one was Blue Turns to Grey by Cliff Richard. Cliff's in tonight. The next one, of course, was Blue Pete. He would have got marks deducted for saying Sarah Green. It was actually fact Mike Oldfield. Joan Baez, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. Linda Ronstadt, Blue by Blue Jean Bop, Gene Vincent. Union City Blue by Blondie. The Who's Summertime Blues, not the Pistols. And Love Is Blue by Jeff Beck. So at the end of that round, Robert's team 16, Bev's team 19. Who fancies a few lyrics? Ready for this one? Right, Andy, you're first, sadly. I felt the knife in my hand, and she laughed no more.
It sounds like fun, but I haven't the faintest idea what it is.
No? It was Jones the Voice.
I felt the knife in my hand and she laughed no more.
The other chorus?
My Delilah.
Right, Sarah, some lines for you. Day after day it reappears, night after night. My heartbeat shows the fear.
Is it Sign of the Times?
It's not, it's them blokes from down under, men at work.
Day after day it reappears.
Right, Bev, one coming up for you. Well, I've got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. If he painfully moves off. I'm going back to New Orleans. No? I can't wait to see your face when you hear this. Robert, where do these lines come from? Me, I'm just a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk. And they even say it like that on the record.
Benny Hill?
I'm sure Peter Gabriel would love you. It was Genesis.
I'm just a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk.
Genesis, and I know what I like in your wardrobe. Dave, for you, here's your lyric. Say we can, say we will, not just another drop in the ocean.
No, I know the song. It was pretty recent.
It was pretty recent, but no marks for guessing that. You would have had marks for guessing this.
Say we can, say we will, not just another drop in the ocean.
Easy sitting on the settee at home. That was the Cutter, of course, Echo and the Bunnymen. Finally, in this round, for you, Glenn, talk about a star looking like a toy, peeking through the branches of a tree.
That's the way you read them, Mike, really.
It is, isn't it?
Can I throw this one out to the audience?
What I would do, I mean, If your skipper can sing the rest of it at all, I'll give you the points.
Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you
Which puts the score at the end of round 4, 18 to Robert Plant's team and 19 to Bev Bevan's team. Right, an individual round coming up. Sarah, you're to go first. For you, here's Gary Glitter. The shoulders were real, by the way. That was a #1 in 1973, and he had one other #1 the same year. Do you know what it was?
To begin with R.
Does it begin with what?
R.
What is his I Spy? As it happens, no, it doesn't. It begins with I. Stop. No.
Love me, love.
Sorry?
I love you, love me, love.
Did you cheat then?
That doesn't say that. It says satisfaction.
It does. I will give you the 2 points if you can tell me whether Gary Glitter is on the programme next week or not.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. You're right. Absolutely. 2 points. Andy, for you, a clip of a very hairy Elton John.
Wow.
He's actually had 4 hits with people's names in the title. Can you tell me 2 of them for 2 points?
Rocket Man's not a name, is it?
You're right. Tell your captain to scrub that one out.
No. Daniel,
Daniel, yeah, that's one.
and another one.
Another one.
Song for Guy.
Song for Guy, yes. Or you could have had Benny and the Jets or Lucy and the Sky with Diamonds, but you have your 2 points. Well done. Robert, for you, here's the legendary Ray Charles with Let the Good Times Roll. Tragically, you can't sit there and enjoy that because you're wondering what I'm going to ask you. Can you name 2 of his top 20 hits? 2 of Ray Charles' top 20 hits?
Hit the Road Jack.
Hit the Road Jack was one. There are 4
Your
others.
Cheating Heart.
Your Cheating Heart, yes, will take his chains to my heart. You don't know me and I can't stop loving you. So 2 points. As the opposing skipper, Bev, let's see if you can do as well. For you, some Bruce Springsteen. Right, Springsteen only had 1 major UK hit with Hungry Heart. From which album did that come?
The double album.
Sorry?
It's a double album.
It's not the size I want, it's the name.
I have the album at home. Can I go and get it?
Well, yeah, sure, we'll hang on a while.
Can I put on the title of it?
It's... No, that's... No.
The River.
It is called The River, yes. You're right.
Thank you.
1 point. Heaven knows why. For another point, a very laboured point, could you name any other Springsteen album?
Born to Run.
Yes, Born to Run, or Darkness on the Edge of Town, Nebraska, Greetings from Asbury Park, and others. Glenn, for you, a clip of the Human League. Right, for 1 point, can you name the band's only #1 hit single?
Don't You Want Me?
Don't You Want Me? And for another point, who was Joe Callis in before he was in the Human League?
The Rosillos.
The Rosillos, absolutely. 2 points, well done. And lastly, in round 5, for you, Dave, some Duran Duran. Okay, you're wondering what I'm going to ask you now, aren't you? What was their first hit single in Britain?
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth, yes, for 1 point. And for the other point, can you name the members of Duran Duran?
Simon Le Bon.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Taylor.
Right.
John Taylor.
Right.
Nick Rhodes.
Right.
And who have I missed out?
Keep going with the Taylors.
Who have I missed out? John Taylor.
No.
Roger.
Roger. Well done. Right at the end of round 5, very, very close. Robert Plant's team 24, Bev Bevan's team 25. Fingers on the buzzers, 2 points for a right answer, 1 point if I throw it over to somebody else. Who had a top 10 hit with Rosie? Robert.
Don Partridge.
Don Partridge, yes! Hurt his hand. 2 points. Which band was Dancing in the Moonlight? It's Caught Me in Its Spotlight. Dancing in the Moonlight? Thin Lizzy. Malcolm McLaren's new album is called... yes, Dave.
Duck Rock.
Duck Rock, 2 points. Hong Kong Garden was a hit for which band? Yes, Glenn.
Susie and the Banshees.
Susie and the Banshees, 2 points. Susie Sue is also a member of which group? Yes, Dave.
Creatures.
The Creatures, along with Budgie. Yes, who is this?
Just
Anybody? Yes, Robert.
Junior?
No, it's not. 1 point to somebody else. It's somebody more senior than Junior. Anybody else? It's Shalimar. And I hope Jeffrey Daniels gets his own back next week, because Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar is on the programme next week, so we'll give him questions on you lot. Who had a hit with Silver Machine? Bev.
Hawkwind.
Hawkwind, 2 points. Who wrote a song called Keith Don't Go, dedicated to Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones? Glenn.
Niels Lofgren.
Niels Lofgren. Freebird and Sweet Home Alabama were singles for whom? Yes, Bev.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner. Who had an album Forever Changes? Yes, Robert.
Love?
Love. Who was Love's frontman? Yes, Robert.
Arthur Lee.
2 points again. Who is the imposter currently? Robert.
The son of a famous band leader, Elvis Costello.
Elvis Costello. Who had hits with Get Dancing and I Want to Dance with Chew? Yes, Glenn.
Discotheques and the Sexolette.
2 points. Final question. Who is currently top of the album charts this week? Yes, Bev.
Michael Jackson.
And...
Thriller.
Absolutely right. 2 points. So at the end of that, Bev Bevan's team 35, Robert Plant's team 38. First of all, we say goodnight to Bev's team to Andy Mackay, Dave Garn, and the sad-looking skipper, but he'll be back for another go another time, Bev Bevan. Maybe he won't be back for another go. And the winning side, Robert Plant's side, from Bananarama, Sarah. Glenn Tilbrook. And the victorious skipper, who doubtless will be back again, Robert Plant. On the final pop quiz in this series next week, we have Francis Rossi from Status Quo, Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar, Bruce Foxton from The Jam, Kim Wilde, Dig Wayne from Joe Boxers, and the outrageous Gary Glitter. So we'll see you next week with that lot. Leave you tonight with a great track called Natural Born Boogie from Humble Pie, and see if you can spot a terribly hairy Steve Marriott and the face of 68 Pete Frampton. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.